With over 950 games and 3,000 practices, over 20 years of experience coaching, the women's Arkansas basketball team is more than privileged to have a coach with these kinds of stats. But his presence here at the University of Arkansas is felt much deeper than just being a head coach.
We'll do 3-point chaos on this end and that end. Concentrate on your shooting. I want to learn a little more today.
When I played here for Eddie Sutton, now this is a guy that we had the words dedication, discipline, and defense on our practice gear, and those words are pretty important to me as well right now as a head coach, just to be dedicated to what we're doing, on this practice floor every day and what we're doing off of it, have discipline about what we're doing in our life, how we play the game of basketball, and then of course defense. That's one of the reasons why we've had the success that we've had so far this season. Is we're a pretty good defensive team. We emphasize that it's important to us. So I think those three words are a big core of who I am. Learn those from him.
Dedication, discipline, and defense. These three words are not the only thing that have impacted his coaching career. There is something much more that could be attributed through his 30 years under 7 different programs.
Well, all those years I worked for ESPN, I was blessed to go around and watch over 3,000 practices across the country, so I've seen a lot at the high level. So I think we run a good practice. You know, we try to be organized with what we're doing. We try to have energy every day with what we're doing.
He's very passionate. He knows what he wants, and he does a good job of letting us know that. He wants us to be fighters, and he wants us to play hard no matter what the circumstance, whether we're winning or whether we're losing. And so we know he expects that from us, and so we've grown to expect that from each other too, and that's one thing I'm grateful for. I think we know that no matter what the scoreboard says, if we fought our best and we fought as hard as we could, we can go in the locker room proud of how we played.
His passion is carried through one philosophy that the entire team can identify with: family. And it is through this that the senior leaders on the team have learned 2 valuable lessons.
I think one of the big things is relying on each other, but it's also understanding that, you know, the freshman coming in or the sophomore, we need to let them know that we understand where they're coming from, because we were in their shoes once.
Never forget why you started playing. Never forget your love for the game, because that's what's going to drive you. That's what drives Coach D. His love for the game is what drives him to be here all the time, to have all the staff meetings, and to, you know, take time out of his life to do this because of his love for the game.
I hope this first year, when the fans watch us play, whether we win or lose, I think they walk away, I know they do, thinking, man, I love watching those young ladies play. They play hard. They have a lot of passion. They have a lot of fight about them. And if we get that going our first year like we have, and we continue to have that going, then we've had a great first year. We've made a lot of progress since I've taken the job over in those areas. I'm really, really proud of my players. You see them out here working beside me right now. You know, they put in the extra time. They really care. That means a lot to me. I trust their effort, and I trust their heart.
The community has certainly connected with Coach Jimmy Dykes, being that he was a former Razorback and a graduate of the U of A. Being on the road or here at home, Jimmy Dykes will always represent what hard work and dedication can bring to a team. For HBWN, I'm Jade Nash.